at the beginning. We have our sponsor, of course, as always.
Yay!
We're all very excited, of course. Just as a reminder, here are your lottery odds. They have stayed the same for the last day, about, since we had the play-in game, of course, that impacts here. Here we have it. Your Golden State Warriors projected number 1 and sharing the same odds. Cleveland Cavaliers and Minnesota Timberwolves, representatives of which I think only 2 are present. Kid, we're hearing a bit of an echo from your end. So we'll move ahead with this bit. This is 14th pick. So the 14th pick in the 2020 NBN Draft goes to the Boston Celtics via Memphis Grizzlies. So the Grizzlies will convey their pick to the Boston Celtics since it was protected 1 through 6. So that is the pick that will be there for Boston. I don't know if we have BJ here. I don't think so. So we'll go on ahead. We prepared some graphics, so this is the depth chart for Boston. I wish BJ was here to talk about it, but I think it got left a little by the wayside. It's a little unfortunate, but I think they have a strong foundation to build on, and excited to see what BJ does with this contender of a team with his 14th pick. So, moving right along, here we are at the 13th pick. The 13th pick in the 2020 NBN Draft will go to the Sacramento Kings. So, the Kings will not move ahead to the top 4 and will select at number 13. So, I hope that they had a good time in the bubble, because that's about the only amount of success or pride they might hold for their franchise for the next season. This is your depth chart. That guy can tell us if this is accurate or not, whether or not that shooting guard position will change or not. I'm kind of expecting it to. I mean, but.
I've been pretty public that Buddy Hield is on the trade block, so if you're looking for Buddy Hield, he's available. Hey, buddy, we're not negotiating this right now.
All right, so then let's just move ahead to the next pick, which is the number 12 pick in the 2020 NBN Draft. And the number 12 pick will go to the New Orleans Pelicans. So the New Orleans Pelicans will not move ahead to the top 4, and they will stay at number 12 as they were projected to.
Fucking losers.
Yeah, we all don't like the Pelicans, I guess. Whatever. They only had a 6.2% chance to move ahead, so that will not happen. And they are not present, so they don't get to talk about their team, but we have the graphic anyways on their depth chart and their upcoming free agents. So hopefully, good young team. They get to add another piece. Not a high lottery pick this time, but we'll see what happens. The next pick, the number 11, is going to go to the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, come on.
So that means that the San Antonio Spurs will move ahead into the top 4, of which they have a 9.4% chance to do so. So San Antonio Spurs in the top 4, and that means everyone ahead.
Yeah, the new lotto odds are top 4.
Everyone ahead of the San Antonio Spurs, they will be moved down 1 spot, starting with the Phoenix Suns, who did not have a very high chance to get jumped, but they did, so their number 10 is now number 11. So, I don't know if Miles Powell will be available there. Hopefully, we'll see him. There's a spot in the rotation for him, Booker.
We do have a spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
The number 10 pick. Previously projected to the Phoenix Suns, now projected to the Washington Wizards, will in fact go to the Washington Wizards. So, DJ not here, the owner of the Washington Wizards, but I'm sure he's not happy to see that his pick has been pushed down a spot. I think last year in the NBN, Washington had the number 9 pick, now they'll have the number 10 pick. Of course, nothing carries over from last season, so it doesn't really matter anyways. our graphic for the depth chart of Washington. They're going to look to do something with Wall and Beal this time. Hachimura, their draft pick last year, will be joined by a new lottery pick. Moving along to the number 9 pick, currently projected to the Charlotte Hornets. And it will end up going to the Charlotte Hornets. So no one moves ahead. Charlotte Hornets will be picking number 9. And they will add to Malik Monk, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington. They've actually been having a few good drafts as of late after kind of missing on Malik Monk. But, you know, now they have the Rozier contract on their payroll, so we'll see what they do. Last year of Nicholas Batum's contract, so things could be looking up for the Charlotte Hornets.
Batum has
sorry,
white guys
Phil,
in this draft.
Anything you want to say, Phil, about how you're going to run your team?
Well, you're talking to your 2021 NBA champion, so that's the only comment I have.
All right, good words. So the number 8 pick in the 2020 NBN Draft will go to the Chicago Bulls. So they were projected to go number 7. They got jumped by the Spurs, so they will fall to number 8. They do not move into the top 4. So still in this draft, dropping 1 spot isn't that big of a deal. Same amount of talent available. We have your depth chart here, and anything you want to say, Tri-Town?
I mean, at 8th in this draft, I'm sure they can challenge Hutchison for playing time, so I'm not too worried about it.
Porter's not coming back?
Except the PO, but
That's league changing right there.
No. You heard it here first.
Oh no, what are we going to do about Oro Porter?
Okay, so then the number 7 pick, currently projected to the New York Knicks, will go to the New York Knicks. So I kind of don't want to hear anything about the draft lottery being rigged. The witnesses were myself, Chuck of the Phoenix Suns, who got jumped, and Coco of the Los Angeles Lakers. As we know, the Lakers do not have a lottery pick, so it would not have been in their best interest to have rigged the lottery. The number 6 pick in the 2020 NBN Draft, currently mocked to the Detroit Pistons, will go to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh.
So that means that the Detroit Pistons will
I knew
be
this was
in
gonna
the
happen.
top
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen.
4. I'm sorry, Johnny, you know.
It's Minnesota sports luck once again.
Yeah, you know what?
That's
Dude, you
okay.
should have thought about that before you decided to own the Timberwolves. Okay.
Listen,
You're welcome.
I'm just happy that now I don't have to get forced to draft Wiggins Part 2. So, good luck with that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he has way better people to pick at number 6, of course. Come on, guys.
That's right.
Okay, so moving along to the number 5 pick. It is currently mocked to the Atlanta Hawks, and it will go to the Golden State Warriors. So, Golden State Warriors, who were projected to get the number 1 pick, have fallen as far as they could go. They have now the number 5 pick, which means that your top 4 is locked. Your lottery winners will be the Detroit Pistons, the Atlanta Hawks, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the San Antonio Spurs. So that's your top 4.
Ooh.
Wow.
So those are the people order not yet set.
God,
Is
that's
JD
awesome.
here? Can he provide comment or just listening? I think just listening. So we'll move along here to the number 4, which will belong to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Are you shitting me?
Cleveland
What?
Cavaliers will get the
Top
number 4
3.
pick.
Dude,
So
are the Spurs picking top 3?
the Spurs are
Yeah.
the top
Yeah.
3. This is so.
The
The
Hawks
Spurs-
might get number 1.
The Spurs, the Hawks, and the Pistons are in contention for the number 1 pick, and the number 2 and the number 3.
Dude, the
So-
Spurs missed the playoffs by 1 game.
So Cavaliers.
You guys should have listened to Tam's conspiracy theories.
It was very
Oh,
close.
That's what it's all
God.
leading up to.
This is not going to be
So here
fun.
we go, top 3. Let's just go ahead and the number 3 pick in the 2020 NBN Draft will go to the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, thank God.
Spurs do not jump to number 1, and it will mean that your number 1 and your number 2 pick will be between the Detroit Pistons and the Atlanta Hawks. So one of those two teams will receive the number 1 pick here to pick LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards or James Wiseman, whichever they believe is number 1 prospect on their big board.
Wow, real enticing players.
Yeah.
The least
All
of
bust.
the role, the least
All
of the role
bust.
players.
Yeah, well, you never know. Still, it's
Oh, God.
good for the Spurs to have jumped up from number 11 to number 3. Very unlikely for that to happen, and here we are. So your number 2 pick will go to the Atlanta Hawks, which
What?
means that the
Oh,
Detroit
what?
Pistons will
Again?
receive
Again?
number 1 pick in the
No way.
2020
Are you trying to
NBA
tell me this
Draft.
isn't rigged?
The second year in a row in NBA history
Boo.
that the Detroit
Boo.
Pistons will win the draft lottery and come away with the number 1 pick. This time they didn't get the number 2, but you never know what's going to happen on draft day. You know, some trades are cooking up.
They'll mess it up again. Don't worry.
Yeah, we messed it up last time for
They'll
sure.
mess it up again.
Hey, I'm
Russell
happy at
Westbrook.
11. We don't have any expectations. I can draft whoever we can draft whoever we want. They're not going to call us a bust. Perfect pick, number 11.
So we have here Nelson. How does it feel to win the number 2 pick?
It's better than 4, but
Yeah, true. You did move up. You moved up.
yeah, I'm happy.
All right, good. And CF, what does this mean for the franchise?
We need a lot of help, so it means not much. I just have one quick question though. Can we trade?
Yeah. It's a good joke, man.
Hey, you can draft your Andre Drummond replacement now, man. You should be happy.
James
Yes,
Wiseman?
sir.
Yeah, James Wiseman. Guys, that's the number 1
Jesus
pick.
Christ.
Right? No, but a lot of spots open in the Detroit Piston roster.
God.
They have a lot
A
of
lot.
They have a lot of room to pick someone.
Might
I
as
noticed
well
the center
put-
spot is open. Just saying. Center spot's kind of open.
Blake Griffin's on the block, guys. If anyone's interested.
Blake Griffin's on the injured list.
You
That's
gonna
what
give me
he's
a
on.
1st round pick?
I don't want to trade for Blake Griffin again. We already knew who that went last year.
Okay, alright. Okay, so that concludes the 2020 Draft Lottery. This is your final order. Detroit Pistons, followed by the Atlanta Hawks, the San Antonio Spurs, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the largest faller in this draft, the Golden State Warriors, who fell from number 1 to number 5, total of 4 spots, followed by the Minnesota Timberwolves, who fell 3 spots, the New York Knicks, Chicago Bulls, Charlotte Hornets, Washington Wizards, and Phoenix Suns, who all fell 1 spot, and standing pat, New Orleans Pelicans, Sacramento Kings, and Boston Celtics, who will pick at 14 in the lottery. The only traded lottery pick so far, but I expect that will change. Looking at you, Atlanta.
Keep
And,
looking.
That's pretty much it. Here's your tentative schedule for the 2020 NBN Draft. We're still a little bit off to
Oh my
2 months
god, that's so
away.
far away.
Yeah,
God
but
damn.
we got the NBA playoffs to keep us
So much
entertained until
time
then.
for you to deliberate whether or not to pick Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards
That's already
or James
a
Wiseman.
given.
Or, I mean, CF, look, we're all kind of hoping you whiff on the pick so that we get something better,
Why?
Because we want the talent.
I just hope y'all don't draft one player.
I
I'm not gonna say
need
who that player is.
all the help I can get right now. So
I can-
thanks.
Yeah.
You saw the roster.
Yeah, we saw the roster,
Yeah,
guys.
we did see the roster.
You did see the roster. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation, and some of you excited with the results. Since there was, since the Spurs dropped a fair amount of you in what your projected position was, I expect it's not, the best case scenario for you guys, but I'm sure the Pistons are very happy and the Atlanta Hawks are very happy. And the Spurs, of course, if they were here, they would be happy. But
Tim is here in spirit.
yeah, Tim.
Tim's
Tim,
always
Always
here.
here.
Spirit.
if only he was here, but yeah, we have this to hold us over for 2 months. You can imagine who you're gonna pick now that you know for certain exactly where you are picking. And I expect to see a few DMs in my inbox over the next few weeks about wanting my pick because it's very desirable, of course. I'll be accepting first-round picks in the future, of course. And that'll conclude our presentation for this NBN Draft Lottery, and I'll see you guys in 2 months for the actual draft.
Thanks, Cheppy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cheppy.